YouTube, doing a little maintenance on the Mustang. Gonna put in some new plugs. These are the old ones. They got I've run 55 gallons of C16 on them. All of them look like that right there. But I'm gonna go with a little bit hotter plug. That's a number 10. I'm gonna go for some number 8s. And let's see. Got to change the oil in the motor. Got to change the oil in the Pro Charger. Got to go over the suspension and front and rear, check the brakes and all that stuff, and make sure nothing's come loose, nothing's broke, whatnot. But right now I'm checking the valve lash. I'm running a solid roller cam. My spring pressure is 850 pounds over the nose. So some badass springs right there. Manly Next Tech. I highly recommend them. This engine has hit 8,000 RPM a couple times. Hit 7,200 on a regular basis. And I've been doing that since 2015 on this engine. This thing's got probably, I don't know, a little over 900 runs on it, on that valve train. Got 200 runs on it, on that, with the Pro Charger set up. So what I do is, like I said, I take the spark plugs out, and I'll start with number 2 cylinder, or if I'm on the driver's side, I'll start with number 1. But since I'm on the passenger side, we'll start with number 2. I'll go right down the line. So first one we're going to check is the intake. So what you do is you watch the exhaust. When the exhaust starts opening, just like it did right there, you're ready to check the intake. So that's good. Now I'm ready to check the exhaust, so I'll watch the intake. When the intake valve starts to close, right there, I'm ready to check the exhaust. So it's good. Now, this is a cold lash setting. I run 12 thousandths on the intake and 14 thousandths on the exhaust, cold. When this thing heats up, you just add about 4 thousandths to that clearance. And I've tried to set this thing when the engine was hot, and it's aggravating. You you get inconsistent valve clearances. By the time you get to from the first cylinder to the last cylinder, the engine cools down. Say like it's 180 degrees, and by the time you get to the last cylinder, it cools down to 150. Well, believe it or not, that affects the valve lash, and it's aggravating trying to get that set. So I found out that if I just do it with the engine completely cold, everything's consistent. All right. Now, that being said, we're going to do number 4 cylinder. Going back to the intake on number 4. So you watch the exhaust. See it start to move? When it starts to open, you're ready to check the intake. It's good. Now you watch the intake so you can set the exhaust. I'll be damned. I'll be right back.